We're live on the Aeyris Podcast. This is Esmerelde Bois with Damij Maximus, the leader of the Nova Star Transportation Company.
How you doing, folks?
How you been doing, Damij? I haven't talked.
You got me out of bed for a good reason.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right.
I haven't talked to you for a little while.
I know. We used to do some working together back in the day. You know, kind of a fan of your in your face, straight to the point kind of style. I know it's kind of hard for a lot of people to swallow, but you know, if we all can learn to quit being so damn sensitive, I'm sure everybody would appreciate it for what it is.
Hold on. I don't think I got all of that because I needed to fix my sound.
Well, it's a work in progress. It's cool.
I think I got it now.
You got it down?
I think I have it now.
Okay.
Do you know what's coming? See, this city where I live in Dallas, Texas, has been under some major upheaval lately.
Okay.
But we had Public Enemy last night.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Well, not last night. On Saturday night, Chuck D.
Well, I'm sure that was a monumental fucking experience right there. Did you go?
No.
How the hell can you not have Public Enemy in your town and not go?
Because I've already been there. I've already seen Chuck.
All right. I'll give you that.
I've been down there underneath the American Airlines Center, shaking hands with Flavor Flav and shit.
Okay, all right. Well, that's cool. I've never, even though I'm from like the heart of where they're from, I've never been in the same place as them at the same time, and that's something I always wanted to do, especially more on the Chuck D side than on the Flavor side. Flavor, he's more of an entertainer, and he looks like he'd be a lot of fun.
He's a
but
fucking
as far as like making
crackhead.
an impact,
He's a fucking crackhead, dude.
Well, I didn't want to go there, but you know, hey, things are what they are, you know. You know, as far as like more of a meaningful conversation, I'm sure I get that from Chuck D. You know.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Didn't nobody have time to really be talking to me, you know.
Right.
This was in the year 2000.
Okay.
In the year 2000, you know, that shit.
Hey, I'm gonna give you a pass on that one too.
No, I can sing a little bit, but I probably should have tried it right then. But that I didn't know what I was doing at the time. I was like, how old? I was 21 years old. I didn't know what the fuck was going on, you know.
Right. Speaking of what's going on, I'm at the library right now, and this guy's turned in like 400 books. I bet he knows what's going on.
How can you read that many books in 2 weeks?
I don't know, but he looks like he did it. Hey, you have a good day, buddy. All right, but yeah. So what is it that prompted you to do what you're doing now with this whole casting thing? Like what are you trying to accomplish here?
Well, it's basically about having fun, playing the game. Cool. Killian was doing that podcast. You know, she was interviewing major galactic leaders and all that stuff.
Right.
I can't really do that. I'm not in the position to make that happen. So this podcast is just about having fun, you know?
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, you can, if you don't like it, you can turn it off. You're very welcome to turn it off. But it's just, you know, it's just me.
I get the point. I know what you're saying. Staying true to your form, you know what I mean? Well, like I said, I've been even we worked together for a while, and I kind of like the fact that you're a little bit more straightforward and to the point and in your face. I mean, if people would just quit being so sensitive and just realize this is just an entertainment vehicle, then I think they'd appreciate it more for what it is. But, I mean, if all of us are assholes, then we don't get anywhere. If all of us are marshmallows, then nothing ever fucking happens. There's a good mix of both that's needed for everything to really happen. So, I never really had an issue for, how you approach things or how anybody approaches things, as a matter of fact. I mean, even the cats that I really don't agree with, I can understand why there's a place there, you have a love for music, and I know that just because there's a place for everything. Just because I don't like a song doesn't mean it's bad. Just because I do like a song doesn't mean it's good. There's a good mix of everything. I guess it's yin and yang, but I'm not really all that type of spiritual. But I guess that's what that means. You know what I'm trying to say? I babble a lot.
Yeah, well, I think I know what you're saying, but I want to return to a point. Which is your transportation company.
Okay.
What have you guys
All
been?
Right.
What have you been up to lately?
Well, that right there, with the whole thing right there. So, what do you want to know? Like, what am I doing with it, or how did it start, or where it's going, or
how did it start?
Okay. I was with a group. All right, it started out. I was with. I just spawned, and I hooked up with this group called fucking. What was it? Lead Raven Recycling. All right, and there was this cat Benjo Day. He was. I'm not really sure what the hell he was, but his RP was like real cheeky kind of. I'm the man type of thing. So whatever. And apparently I did something I didn't even know was wrong, and I log on and I'm arrested. And so that fucker kept me arrested for like 30 days. I don't know why I stayed on, because as a new player, not only are you limited to what you can do, but you're also introduced to the real-time timers that you need to do anything in the game. So I got timers in my face. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know where I'm going. And on top of that, I'm in jail. All right, so that made a mark on me. Eventually, I got out of there. He let me out. I guess he just wanted to make me a fucking example or whatever. And I ran into this group. It was called Eldrin Eugenics. Kane Eldrin, was the leader of that. He was a part of another group called the Exiles. Apparently, he had just accomplished some kind of fucking coup and just snatched a whole bunch of stuff from him. And I happened to just wander in right at the end of that when it all happened. So that, with all the assets, and I'm sure you all know about the FI and all that, he ended up getting like planets and systems and sectors, all kinds of shit. So there was a lot of income coming in. He was able to pay us pretty well. So after some time, I started, holding on to a bunch of credits, and I got a couple ships and met a friend, and we just started this transportation company because, I didn't have assets. So I figured, like, even in RL, even out of character in real life, the easiest businesses to start are ones that are service oriented, because you don't need an inventory. You don't need a place to store all your inventory. You don't need a production budget. It's, just whatever you can do as a service is something that is going to be what your product is, So I figured, we got a couple ships. I got a couple friends. Hey, let's start running this. The premise of it was that cat, that Benjo Day guy that had me arrested. You know what I mean? It's like, is this game going to be just like some of the other RPGs that I got into, where there is just one elite little group of core of motherfuckers that keep everything to themselves? Or is this a place where, just some time and effort would amount to you being able to see the inner workings of the RPG, I gotta take my hat off to the and when I take my hat off, I'm bald. But anyway, I gotta take my hat off to the guys that created the Combine, because I've never gotten this far. I mean, I've made donations, but that's all it is. It's a donation. like you can get pretty far in Combine without ever having to pay for anything. And that's amazing. I don't know if you guys know a lot about other RPGs that are the same way, but I'm not really technically
I don't think
smart at all. So I don't know a lot of RPGs, and the ones that I do know.
Sorry, Damij. I'm breaking a rule right here by interrupting you because I said I wasn't going to interrupt anybody. But
yeah, you do what you want to do. This is your podcast. You know, don't lump me in with everybody else. What's up?
Well, I just felt the need to stop you right there.
Okay.
I do agree with you on the point that you were trying to make, that the people that make this game are bad motherfuckers.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I just think you started to babble a little bit, like you said.
Yeah, well, I appreciate you reining me in. Okay, so how to start? Okay, I got you.
All right,
so we're back to that point.
Let's go. Let's move forward.
Okay, moving forward. So I started setting this up, and the premise was that guy had me like locked down. I figured, you know what? I want to go ahead and try and do something where I can make a company, try and build it up, and work with people. And then once it got strong enough, it could fit on its own, and I could turn the company over to the people that helped me build it up. And then that way, they'd have the ability to get more involved into the game. Like if they're running the faction now, then they have to deal with CPM accounts, and they have to deal with networking.
You don't just own one company, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, I started with the one, and I happened to acquire the Octagon League, which is items production. We're kind of focusing on armor and weapons, but we'll produce anything. Fuck it, whatever. We'll produce peanut shells. It doesn't matter. But I acquired that one. That's another long story that I'm not going to babble about. But that one built up enough where I was able to turn that one over. Now, my character, Savannah DeLong, she's running that one, doing an excellent job.
I'm a very, very big fan of Savannah.
She's money. She's a beast all day long. I couldn't do anything in that company without her. But see, that's something now she has the ability to, now that she's running the company, she can set up in her department. So now, people that have become department heads, they can start leading people and networking around the galaxy and getting more involved in the game. And it just makes it more fulfilling to those who log in rather than just spending time on watching everybody else have fun. Now they can get involved in the fun. As a matter of fact, I just sent a guy from Nova Star over to Octagon, and he's going to start doing the logistics department over there so that they can do their own deliveries, and now he'll be able to take care of that, and things like that. And it took me longer to let go of Nova Star because that's my baby, but Veronique Jinx, she's the leader now, and she's doing a fantastic job. Of course, I'm still the quote-unquote owner, but as far as the everyday daily operations, I finally allowed, other people to do more of the day-to-day interaction with the rest of the galaxy, just like I promised. So now I'm doing this damn system search, trying to find a home where we can really generate some good FI, and I'm thinking about the next one, which is going to be a merc faction, kind of like a security type of deal, but at the risk of wandering off into another random babble, I'll leave that alone for another time. But that's where I'm at right now.
Your character is a Keldor, correct?
Yes, it is. One and only, always. First character, always will be.
What is your race modifier as a Keldor?
A base modifier. Perception. I mean, is that what you're talking about? My skill. You see how deep I get into it? Not that deep at all. But you know what I mean? I'm more into the action than all my skill points and all. I don't even think I've looked at skill points in a year.
See, I'm way different than you.
But I think there was a multiplier for perception. I think that was it. I think that was I got a 2 if you're talking about
it's your
is that what you,
the race modifier affects your HP.
My hit points?
Yeah.
Well, there you go. There you go. See, so all you out there that are listening to this, all you that are just starting, you can play Combine for as many years as I had and still be a fucking noob. All right, so don't even sweat it. Just keep moving.
See, I have to study up on it because Esmerelde Dubois does hunting. That's all she really does. I don't do any work. I don't do shit for anybody, man. All I do is go hunting, and then once in a while get in a duel.
You make some cheap ass wine, though.
Cheap? Are you calling my wine cheap?
Yeah, maybe.
No, it's not. I mean, I give it away for free, but it's not cheap. That's the best wine ever made in this galaxy, homeboy.
All right, I'll give you that. All right, but yeah, that's what. Wait a minute, now let me ask. Can I ask you a question, or is it just a one-way street?
No. You can ask me whatever you want.
All right, what was the concept behind the whole Ez thing? Why'd you go this direction?
That was something
because we work together in different, which I'm not going to divulge. That's your business. We work together in different capacities, but how'd this happen?
Well, okay, it's something that I came up with Valeria.
Okay.
She wanted me to have, I don't know how exactly to say this. She had a male character at the time, and I had a male character at the time too, and things just didn't seem to be working out right. And so I was like, why don't I make this female character that, she's basically going to be a hooker. That was my initial idea for Esmerelde.
Wait a minute, I remember you telling me about that. That's right.
It didn't turn out that way, but I said Esmerelde is going to be a little hooker slut.
Hey, well, you know what? Isn't that life in general, man? It usually doesn't turn out the way we plan it, but as long as we make it in the end, that's all that really matters.
She turned out to not be that at all. More like I'd call her something like a madam.
All right, so I guess I would have been. It would have been so funny. You know what I mean? To have secrets on some of the on some of the higher ranking individuals of some of these freaking governments.
That was the idea, but it didn't turn out that way. I mean, if she was a little hooker, it wouldn't have worked out right. So I had to adjust the situation to make it more viable, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does make a lot of sense.
Okay, we got 2 minutes to go here.
All right.
I think this has been really good.
I mean, whatever I can do to kind of help and contribute, man. I mean, I can't do a lot because I don't have in-game knowledge. I don't have a lot of credits. I don't have, all I got is a little bit of personality, and if it fucking helps, then cool. If not, then I guess I'll get over it.
No, that's what I want this shit to be. Just people rapping, having fun.
All right, cool.
If you think there's going to be some major solution gained from this,
you're in the wrong fucking place.
Yep.
That's cool, man. That's cool. And John did a great job, by the way. If he hears this,
he was
John,
excellent.
He did an awesome job, especially just dropping out of the blue like that.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, bud.
He was excellent.
Yeah, he was.
All right. Well, do you have any last piece of information you'd like to say before we sign off?
Nah, man. Just kind of like with a few times. What? Oh, just like a few times I'm in IRC. Just basically same thing I always say: keep your heads up, take care of each other. That's it.
I wanted to correct one thing you said.
What's that?
Because you said her name's Veronique.
Mhm.
That's not the way you say it. I speak a little bit of French. You would call it Veronique.
Veronique. See, I learned something today. I mean, success. Let me check that off my fucking list. All right, got it.
All right. Let's give a shout out to Valeria.
All right, Valeria. Hey, doesn't she have a sister?
Huh?
Doesn't she have a sister?
Yeah, well, she has a brother, Nikolai.
A brother.
Let's give a shout out to Nikolai.
Okay, I got a brother, Nikolai. Okay. I've been chatting. All I see is
let's give a shout out to your.
Let me give a shout out to Nikolai.
To your faction sister, Savannah.
Savannah, all day. You're a beast. Veronique. Can't do anything without you, daughter.
All right. I think that's about enough. Wait, is there anybody else that I forgot?
I mean, nah. And if they don't understand, we just forgot them. Then they're not real friends. Everybody I love knows I love them.
All right, then that's it. This is Esmerelde Bois wrapping up the second Aeyris Podcast, and we hope we didn't bore you totally to death, because we'll be back again.
How you doing, buddy?
We'll be back again next week. Farewell.
Hey,